A Ukrainian drone flies through the smoke-filled sky above the Rizan oil refinery in western Russia, circling back and crashing into the factory, causing a huge explosion. The March 13th attack was among a series of recent strikes targeting Russia's oil industry. Kyiv claims to have targeted at least 7 different refineries, many of them in the region neighbouring Ukraine, says analyst Tom O'Donnell, who spoke to VOA from an energy conference in Berlin.
Wars take huge amounts of diesel fuel for tanks, for trucks, and so forth. And so that region is directly responsible for diesel for the war.
The attacks are also aimed at reducing Russia's oil revenue. Another drone strike hit a refinery in the Nizhny Novgorod region March 12th, some 775 kilometers inside Russia.
By hitting refineries up there, what happens is the diesel that they export, they were exporting almost as much diesel before as oil. That's being destroyed, and they have to shift it to oil if they want to make money on that.
The recent drone attacks have reduced Moscow's overall oil processing capacity by 370,500 barrels per day, or some 7% of the total, according to calculations by Reuters. Ukraine's president praised the military's growing drone capabilities.
In recent weeks, many have already seen that the Russian war machine has vulnerabilities and that we can exploit these vulnerabilities with our weapons.
The Ukrainian strikes could increase the impact of the Western price cap on Russian oil, which was imposed in December 2022 in a bid to cut the Kremlin's profits. Most Russian oil is now moved by tanker, much of it through the Baltic Sea. That presents an opportunity for Ukraine's allies, says O'Donnell.
The tankers themselves are very old and rather sketchy. They could be stopped in the straits, in the territorial waters between Denmark and Sweden, and be inspected legally. And the inspectors could say, well, this isn't good enough insurance, or these ships aren't of proper quality to be carrying this oil, and make them turn around. That would be a dramatic intervention.
Since December, G7 nations have toughened their monitoring of compliance with the price cap on Russian oil. Kyiv and its allies hope their combined efforts will cut Russia's main source of revenue, that is funding the invasion of Ukraine. Henry Ridgwell, VOA News, London.